think the thing I'm excited about for the first time this spring and really for fall camp, everybody in the program understands the expectations, how we do things, how practices are run, how we meet, how we conduct ourselves on and off the field. I'm really excited about the freshmen that have come in and the freshmen that are coming in the summer, because for the first time I feel comfortable enough to tell those guys that they can look at the veterans and model their behaviors after the veterans. And I didn't necessarily feel that way when we first got here. I wanted them to come in and focus on what we recruited them for. So just like last year, we'll go back. Any depth charts that you see will be depth charts based on seniority, not by any previous experience or production. We really try to stress the competitive aspects, as you guys know, in every part of our program. And you know, one of the things we did in the morning workouts is I went around the group and I said to Jordan Matthews, I said, "Who's the starting wide receiver this year?" And he said, "Whoever earns it." I said to Walker May, and I said to Garnham, and I went around each position and said, "Whoever earns it." Actually, Jordan didn't say it. Everybody else said, "Whoever earns it." Jordan said, "Try to take it." You know, that's what he said, actually. But that's the mentality that we really want to breed within the program. I really want the practices to be as competitive as possible. You know, right now, this isn't really Vanderbilt. This really has nothing to do with Missouri, and it's really not Vanderbilt as a team. This is really the offense and the defense competing fiercely against each other. It's always in the big picture about Vanderbilt, but my point is for spring ball, it really should be a battle between the offense and the defense. Special teams, when we come together as defense, is time we come together as a whole family and a whole group. And then there should also be fierce competition at each position. And we're finally getting to the point where we have a little bit of that. You know, last year, if you guys remember, we had 7 offensive linemen for spring ball. You know, this year we have, I think, 15. And have a 2 deep that we feel really good about. And where that affects you, we talked about this last year as well, is, you know, we had a hard time developing a number 2 quarterback last year because we didn't have a full number 2 offensive line to protect him, scholarship offensive line to protect him. And that's the same thing. You know, we got some issues at wide receiver, you know, depth there right now. That's why we got those wideouts coming in. But that's what I don't think people understand a lot of times in depth. It's not just problems at that position, but a lot of times that can affect the development at other positions. It can affect what Bob Shoup and John Donovan are going to call. You know, we might have to call, you know, we're a little thin at D tackle right now, so we might have to call more 3-4 in the spring. And all these different types of things, challenges that come with not having depth.